Kia ora koutou whānau. I'm just going to talk to you about the last 2 weeks of learning at Whakatane High School. As we know, the COVID pandemic has created challenges, disruption and opportunities globally, and the ripple effects of which are keenly felt throughout our education sector and have become personalised within our own school community. At Whakatane High School, our biggest challenge during lockdown was that our valued rangatahi were unable to attend school. They couldn't work face to face with their teachers and learn alongside their school teachers in a way that they were comfortable with. What I'm really proud of is that Whakatane stayed strong and we were connected as a community throughout our lockdown. We communicated regularly as a school and gained a heightened empathy and awareness about the impacts on all of our students. But the disruption to our school routines and systems caused by lockdown meant that we needed to innovate in order to be responsive and to improve the academic outcomes of our rangatahi. Leveraging our connectedness and awareness, we asked our senior students what they were most worried about. They responded by saying the biggest concern that they now faced was around NCA post-lockdown. And we heard you. We responded energetically, collaborating as a team to create an opportunity that would enable students to catch up and make academic progress using a kaupapa based on support and future-focused learning context, and we've created the iLearn integrated program. Despite the changes that have recently been announced at NCA, we know that if we support students to catch up on work they fell behind on, complete outstanding assessments, and provide the opportunity for students to gain credits in an authentic and integrated program, then we would be supporting our students' well-being, helping reduce their anxiety and ensuring they're prepared for the future. So for seniors, the iLearn program is an opportunity for students to learn through an integration of subjects. This means that we learn our subjects through an idea or concept. Take, for example, the course Crime Bites, which some of our students are doing. The context for this course is looking at homicide rates in Chicago. Why is it that certain parts of the city have higher crime rates than others? Through looking at this idea, students could achieve a level 2 geography assessment. And when they start looking at the data and analysing it, they can achieve level 2 maths with statistics credits. Finally, when the students present their learning about crime to an audience, they can achieve credits for their communication and presentation skills to an audience. Now, as parents, this may feel really different to how we learn at school. We were taught in single subject classes, often with no interconnection between the subjects, and this is often the case today. With the iLearning integrated learning program, we are unbundling and rebundling learning to make a program that is relevant and has a context that fits students' interest and passion. So just to illustrate that, I finally found the use for Lego, but here's my metaphor for the day. So just imagine that most subjects in our schools are in silos. Here we have a whole set of Lego bricks for 3 subjects. And within these could be the learning objectives that we need to cover in the New Zealand curriculum, or these for a senior course could be assessments we would get the students to do, and there's maybe 4 key assessments or 5 key assessments there. The idea is, let's just say this is maths, and let's say this is geography, and let's say this is English. Traditionally, they sit on their own, and that's how we see it in our subjects and our timetables. But if we took some learning that we needed to do in maths here, say this was statistics, it's analysing data. Say this was geography, and it's looking at crime, looking at how certain processes are significant for crime and create crime. And let's just say this is our presentation skills, our communication skills that we would cover in English. And if we package all those 3 bits of learning together as a theme, and that theme is crime, then that becomes an integrated program. And you'll see through the integrated bundles that the students are doing in the senior school and have elected into, the learning is exactly the same they would be doing in any other subject in any other school. But what's innovative is that by rebundling it and repackaging it and putting that learning together, students can see the connection between, I guess, the silos the single subjects that they traditionally do, and we can explore themes and ideas and concepts that we don't always get the opportunity to study in school, and it brings that learning to life. But we could see it like this, as single subjects. That learning is still relevant. It's still what you'd be doing in every other school around the country, but we're just repackaging it and rebundling it to be authentic and context-based, which is why some of those themes you see. And that not only works for the seniors, where we have those integrated programs, it's going to work for the juniors, where they'll be doing their inquiry and we'll be weaving some of the subjects into their inquiry. So if they're doing an inquiry on space or sport, then you'll be weaving in maths, English and science. So they're still doing maths and English, but weaving it together within a theme, an integration that brings that learning to life, and students can see the connection between subjects, which is often what young people don't experience. They don't see the relevancy and the connection between different subjects because they sit on their own. Integration brings that connection to life and brings relevancy back to the learning for young people. So, what's really important is for us to recognise that for our students, when they do integrated programmes, especially for the seniors, they can still achieve merit and excellence credits that complement the courses they're doing. They're going to help them get course endorsement and NCA endorsement. For many of our seniors, they'll be able to get tasters for subjects they have not taken before, and this will help them get a clearer picture about their subject selection for 2021. And finally, for our seniors, they have, during the iLearn fortnight, the opportunity to work with teachers and subjects they've identified they need to work on in core or specialist programs. This is really agentic. That means it positions our young people to make good choices about their learning priorities, and it's really student-centered. They have a good advice from the academic mentor to have done this, and this is a trial, to see what is possible at Whakatane High School. We know we are doing this with our sights set on excellence for our young people, and at the centre of this is our mission, which is challenging students to achieve. For our juniors, they too will be doing their learning through curriculum integration, as I illustrated with the Lego. They'll be completing a student inquiry in one of three themes. The three themes are sport, space and ocean. Within this, their core subjects of maths, English, science, social studies will be woven. So just like for the seniors, instead of doing separate subjects in silos, they'll see the connection between their core subjects as they are woven through a theme of either space, sport or ocean, and that theme is one that they will choose. The purpose of doing this is also based on some of the feedback from parents, teachers and students, and those feedback we received from post-lockdown COVID-19 through some surveys we did. We know that we need to equip young people with the ability to change and stay relevant in life beyond school. And we know that the feedback told us that self-management, study skills, adaptability, resilience, creativity, and communication were all skills we believe that students should have. This is why during the iLearn fortnight for our junior students, we're going to focus on skills just as much as knowledge over this time. They will get the chance to reflect and review how they're developing those critical 21st century learning skills. So our iLearning fortnight is a pilot. It is a window into what is really possible at school into the future, where we can make learning relevant, where we can try to future-proof our students by developing important skills and supporting them to be confident, independent learners. We know that we are not compromising on quality, and we know that our focus is, as always, on excellence. We have shared our approach with the Ministry of Education, and they are positive about what we're doing. They recognise that we are courageous in doing something different for our young people. We've shared what we're doing nationally amongst other schools, and the feedback has been awesome and incredibly affirming for all the people involved in developing the programme. We are leading from the front. Ngā mihi nui ki a koutou katoa.